New one-time transactions can be processed easily by selecting New Transaction from the menu at the top. Information that is required is indicated by the red asterisks. If you enter the customer's email address in the email address field, both you and your customer receive an email receipt of the transaction. If your customer does not have an email address but you still want to receive an email receipt of the transaction for your records, you can enter your own email address in this field. You will notice at the bottom that there is an invoice number field and two other custom fields where you can enter information that will show up later in reporting. Transaction type always defaults to debit. If you wish to issue a credit or refund instead, you can do so in this drop-down menu. When you click Continue, you will be faced with the option to either process a credit card transaction or process a check transaction. To process a credit card, you will enter the card number, followed by the expiration date, and also the security code found on the back of the card. There is also a description field where you can enter information you want to show up in reporting. When you are ready to process, click Process Card. To process a check, you will enter the 9-digit routing number and also the bank account number. Notice you can make sure the routing number is valid by clicking the red Validate link. You will need to select the account type from the drop-down menu and also the authorization type from the next drop-down menu. The authorization type defaults to telephone transaction. If this is a business-to-business transaction, you will want to change the authorization type to corporate contract and make sure you have a signed authorization from the business. If you are getting authorization from a signed consumer agreement, you will want to change this to personal contract. If the payment is taken over the phone where you're obtaining a verbal authorization, you will want to leave this at telephone transaction. You always have to be able to provide proof that you are authorized to debit the consumer's account. For telephone transactions, you can either record your phone calls or provide a written notice to the customer that confirms their oral authorization. This can easily be taken care of via email by putting their email address in the email address field on the previous page. If your customer does not have an email address, you will need to print a receipt and mail them a hard copy that explains how their payment was authorized over the phone. When you are ready to process, click Process Check. After processing a transaction, you will see an approval message and unique confirmation number in green at the top of the page. From here, you have the option to save this customer, view or print a receipt, create another new transaction, or return to the main dashboard by clicking Finished. The transaction we just processed can now be viewed on the dashboard.